everybody, and welcome back to my channel, Power Crafting. Today we'll be doing our decal dominoes, but today we'll be using the Quick Resin by Amazing Resin. So this is our part B, and here is our part A. As we did in our last video, you're going to measure them equal parts, which means the same amount of A is going to be the same amount that you use in your second cup for part B. We're gonna go ahead and use our wooden sticks. Always make sure you have one or two of them, just to make sure you have enough materials out, and our syringes. And I'm also gonna use a mica called Black Marble. As we do this, you'll see it in marbles. It looks really, really nice. And these are our decals that we're gonna go ahead and use for our case, as well as for our cover, which has been printed on print vinyl. Each of these will be listed in the description. So let's start. So right now we're going to take our part B, go ahead and squeeze it in. We're going to do the same amount for part A. So again, same part A, same ratio as B, right in the cup. Now it's time to mix. We're going to go ahead and pour this into pour our part B into our part A, like so. And go ahead and mix. So we're going to mix this for roughly about 3 to 4 minutes. Take your time mixing. And as soon as we have this done and clear and translucent all the way through, we'll go ahead and we'll put our mica in, put our color in, and we'll go ahead and put this into our molds. So as you see, we have it all mixed and translucent. We're going to take our mica, our black marble, and we're going to put it in. No particular measurement, just as much of the color as you want to pop through. I like deep colors, so I typically put a lot of mica to go ahead and get the color to go ahead and resonate throughout the whole entire domino. So just mix it in. Go ahead and make sure you scrape it from the sides. Now it's time to take our syringe. We take our syringe, we're going to go ahead and put it in our mold. So the next step is we're going to take our torch lighter and we're going to go ahead and go over the top. Be careful not to burn your silicone. If you do burn your silicone, you'll see like a little bit of smoke. But just remember, you want to be wearing a mask. And for two, you just want to go ahead and just make sure you go over the top. Don't touch the actual resin, just go over the top. Take your lighter and just go over your actual domino, just to make sure you remove all the small bubbles. All right, now we use the lighter to go ahead and get the small microscopic bubbles out. We're gonna go ahead and let this sit. This says for about 5 hours. I'm gonna go ahead and give it about 7. I'll go ahead and put the decal on top, and then we'll go ahead and do one more coat, small coat on top, and we'll be done. So now we've let our dominoes sit for about 7 hours. They are all dry to touch. So we're gonna go ahead and add the decal vinyl on the top. And once we add the vinyl on the top, we'll do the top cover, let that dry, and then we'll go on to painting them. And now we're at our last part. As you can see, The decals are in the domino. So now we just need to seal them with the epoxy, and we need to go ahead and mix our part A, part B as we did in the first section of the video. And now we have our 2 equal parts measured out. We have our part A and our part B. We're gonna go ahead and mix our part A into our part B. So this is what you want your resin to look like. All right, so we're gonna stop mixing. Scrape it off on the sides. You're going to take your resin, pull it up into your syringe, like so. If there are a few bubbles, don't worry, we'll get those out. And then you're just gonna place it into your domino mold. Now at this part, you do not want to overfill it. You just wanna go ahead and make sure there's enough inside of it, and then we're going to heat treat it with our torch lighter, and you'll see as we treat it with our torch lighter, then you'll know exactly how much resin to add to it. And now we're gonna use this brush, and we're gonna go ahead and scrape the extra resin that we have. Just scrape it off like so. You wanna make sure you grab this before it hardens, because if not, you'll be cutting it off the actual domino. And sometimes that can look a little, you just wanna make sure you grab it. And now we take our lighter and we're just gonna go ahead and hit over the tops. Make sure we get the bubbles out. It's just a quick hit with a lighter. And as you can see here, I have our dominoes. They are all wiped off with our towel. I've dotted them with our acrylic paint, which is here. And I went ahead and did an alcohol wash just as I did in my last video, which is just with some regular alcohol. So now we're just gonna go ahead and let these sit and dry. The ones that's fallen over, I'm gonna go ahead and pick those up, let those dry for about 10 minutes, and then they're all ready to go ahead and package. As always, thanks for coming to my channel, Power of Crafting. Please like, subscribe, and comment. And as always, have a blessed day. See you next video.